After 2019 explores this very question through the journey of Tessa Young, a college freshman whose world turns upside down when she meets the enigmatic Hardin Scott. Adapted from Anna Todd's best-selling novel, the film isn't just about passion and heartbreak, it's about self-exploration, the impact of choices, and the complexity of relationships. It highlights the way people can transform through love, for better or worse, and how the people we meet can change the trajectory of our lives forever. Tessa Young steps into college as the ideal student and daughter, responsible, focused, and living a life that follows a clear path. She has always been the kind of person who sticks to the rules, studies hard, and listens to her mother's advice. She has a devoted high school boyfriend, Noah, a safe and predictable relationship that seems perfect. Everything in her world is structured, stable, and planned. But life has a way of shaking things up when we least expect it, and for Tessa, that change comes in the form of Hardin Scott. Her new college environment is unlike anything she has ever experienced before. From the moment she steps into her dorm, she is introduced to a different world, one filled with new people, new experiences, and new temptations. Her roommate, Steph, is the complete opposite of Tessa, wild, carefree, and surrounded by friends who live life on their own terms. Among them is Hardin, a tattooed, brooding, and mysterious figure who instantly unsettles and intrigues her. From their very first interaction, there is an undeniable tension between Tessa and Hardin. He challenges her in ways no one else ever has. He questions her views, mocks her innocence, and pushes her out of her comfort zone. Their conversations start with sharp exchanges, intellectual debates, and a stubborn resistance from both sides. Tessa, who has always been in control of her emotions, finds herself drawn to Hardin despite his unpredictable nature. There's something about him that captivates her, something she doesn't fully understand yet. Hardin, on the other hand, is a man with walls built high. He carries wounds from his past, hiding his emotions behind arrogance and indifference. He keeps people at a distance, refusing to let anyone get too close. But with Tessa, things are different. She sees through his tough exterior, sensing the pain he tries so hard to conceal. And perhaps, that's what scares him the most. As Tessa and Hardin spend more time together, their connection deepens. What starts as casual interactions soon turns into something neither of them can ignore. Their conversations become more personal, their stolen glances more meaningful. Tessa begins to experience emotions she has never felt before, desire, longing, and an overwhelming pull towards someone she knows is dangerous for her heart. Hardin, despite his efforts to remain detached, finds himself falling for Tessa in a way he never anticipated. But love, especially young love, is rarely simple. Tessa is caught between two worlds, the life she has always known and the new reality that Hardin represents. Noah, her high school sweetheart, is a reminder of stability and predictability. He is safe, kind, and everything she thought she wanted. Hardin, on the other hand, is passion, chaos, and intensity. He makes her feel alive in a way she never has before, but with that passion comes uncertainty and risk. The more time she spends with Hardin, the more she realizes she is changing. She begins to question everything, her values, her choices, and even her identity. Love has a way of doing that. It forces us to confront parts of ourselves we never knew existed. But with love also comes heartbreak. One of the most devastating moments in the film is when Tessa discovers the truth, the bet. The very foundation of their relationship is shattered when she learns that Hardin initially pursued her as part of a cruel game. It wasn't fate, it wasn't destiny, it was a challenge. A game among friends. And for Tessa, the betrayal is earth-shattering. Everything she believed about their love is suddenly called into question. This moment is pivotal, not just for their relationship, but for Tessa's personal growth. It is in this heartbreak that she learns one of life's hardest lessons: love is not enough on its own. Love needs trust, honesty, and respect. Without those, even the strongest emotions can crumble. Hardin, too, is forced to face the consequences of his actions. He never intended to fall in love, but he did. What started as a game turned into something real, something that scared him because it meant being vulnerable. But love is not about playing games or winning, it's about being honest, about showing up even when it's hard. Beyond the romance, After carries deep life lessons that resonate with anyone who has ever fallen in love, made mistakes, or questioned their own path. One of the most important lessons is about self-discovery. Tessa's journey is not just about love, it's about finding herself. She starts as someone who defines her identity based on others' expectations, her mother's strict rules, Noah's safe presence, society's idea of a perfect girl. But as she experiences life outside of those boundaries, she begins to understand who she truly is. She learns that identity is not about fitting into a mold but about embracing change, making mistakes, and growing from them. Another crucial lesson is about toxic love. Passionate love is intoxicating, but it can also be destructive if it lacks stability and trust. Tessa and Hardin's relationship is filled with highs and lows, intense emotions, and painful betrayals. While their love is real, it is also flawed. This teaches us that love should never come at the cost of our own well-being. A relationship that constantly breaks us down instead of building us up is not one worth holding on to. Hardin's character arc highlights the lesson of accountability. His painful past explains his behavior, but it does not excuse it. He must learn that love is not just about grand gestures or passionate moments, it's about consistency, honesty, and effort. His journey toward redemption is significant because it shows that change is possible, but it requires true effort. The movie also explores the impact of choices. Every decision Tessa makes, from stepping out of her comfort zone to choosing Hardin, shapes her path. Life is made up of choices, and each one carries weight. Understanding this is crucial in navigating relationships, careers, and personal growth. By the end of the film, Tessa is no longer the same girl who walked into college on her first day. She has loved, she has hurt, and she has learned. And that is what growth is all about. After leaves us with an important message: love is a journey, not a destination. It's about growing, learning, and sometimes letting go. Tessa and Hardin's story is not just about romance, it's about the struggles of young love, the mistakes we make, and the lessons we take from them. We all have our own Hardins and Tessas in life, people who challenge us, who teach us lessons, and who sometimes break us only to help us rebuild ourselves. The key is to understand what we deserve and to never lose ourselves in the process of loving someone else. This was After, a film that goes beyond romance to explore the depths of self-discovery, trust, and emotional growth. Stay tuned for more insights on movies that teach us about life, only on Real Life Lessons.